You know the deal, flat screen in a Tesla, it sucks. You're here to upgrade it to something a little more rotation, something with a little bit more play, something with a little bit more, I don't know. We're here to make it rotate. We're installing a screen rotation bracket. Opened it up. Yellow warranty support card, instructions or me. It's pretty flippin' easy. Underneath part for our screen bracket, hardware, pry tool, whole installation kit, cover, which goes over the top. No, actually this goes in like the middle. Bracket itself, this guy is actually really flush looking. This is the actual cover for it. We need to look underneath the screen. Under here, there's this temperature sensor and the pry tool is used to shove into this crevice right here. And you're basically just going to want to pry it down and then it comes off. You have the temperature sensor right here. You're just going to want to disconnect it. I think for this one, all you need to do is pull it out. I think there's a little pin in here. Push that in and then you pull it out. Yep. There you go. All right, push that little locking tab in and then pull it out. Now we need to remove the screen bracket. Underneath here are these two bolts and we're gonna want to unbolt them. Some models, they're pretty tight. So let's see how easily we can get this off. All the tools they have come included. If you have like an extended socket wrench, maybe a powered one, this might be a little bit easier for you. So we're gonna go into the car. Oh, that's loosening it. There we go. Pro tip, go into the vehicle controls, go into display, and then to go screen cleaning mode. That way you don't accidentally touch it or change any settings when you're pulling this off. All right, guys, this one to the screen also. So both of them, push it into the screen to remove these bolts. All right, moment of truth. Ah, man. Sometimes it's like, it gets really stuck on one side. There's a screw on this side and a screw on this side. We're gonna have to remove both of those. Okay, now there's this white tab in here and you gotta like pull it apart and up to get it out. And this like holds the pin in. So once that white clip is removed, there's this little tab right here. You just press that in and then you pull this out and then the screen's gonna come out. Now we have our rotation bracket. The L is for the left side. So when you take your bracket, we're going to want to put it in like this. That's how it's gonna sit. After this is on and we have our cover, we're going to take the cover and we're just going to slide it over the screen. We want the screen cables and we can actually take this off. That's the one that came with the car. And then we can slide our cables through here. And then we're gonna want to put this into place. For the best fitment, I have it flush along this bottom part here. So that's how it looks. And then the sides are gonna look the same. It kind of sticks out like this. And then the top part, it also looks pretty flush. So that's the entire bracket sitting into place with the cover on. We're gonna want to use these two screws that came with the car, not with the kit. And we can use the ratchet that we had earlier. Before you put this in, you're gonna want to put this bracket on. So slide it through and the bracket's just gonna sit on one way. I find it easier to put the clip back in here before putting the bracket down. So what I'll do is I'll push this down. You're gonna hear a light click, but you wanna make sure it clicks because the screen does lock into place. Give it a little bit of a pull. And then this latch is going to lock on to here to prevent it from coming out. The weird parts are gonna go to the left and right, and the parts that are the same are just going to go in the top down position. So from the top and the down, those are going to be the exact same. So that's locked into place. We can take this, we're gonna put this here, and then we're gonna lock the two bolts on the side. For this, we're going to use the screws that came with the car. Now we can slide the screen back onto the rotational bracket. Sometimes, by the way, if your screen doesn't turn on when you plug the cable back in, don't freak out. You might have to just restart it. And to do that, just press and hold the steering wheel buttons for I think like 30 seconds. Press and hold them at the same time. So boop on both of them with both hands, and then your screen will light back up. The Tesla T will come on. It'll take a whole while. It's just soft rebooting the car and we're back. Now we're gonna take these longer bolts and we're gonna come underneath here. Underneath the screen, there are these two holes and we're just gonna put the bolts in those holes essentially. Now the original temperature sensor that came with the car, the mount for it, we're not going to use the mount. We're still gonna use the sensor, just not the mount. So we're gonna have to unscrew this guy, and there's two screws holding this into the original mount. Then we're gonna take the temperature sensor cover that came with the kit, and we're going to want to put it on in a specific way. So it looks like this. Our temperature sensor, we're gonna want it to look like this against it. And it's gonna sit on here. One of the screws is basically a little bit lower than the other one. One's a little bit more raised than the other one. So that is why the positioning kind of matters. Once it's in there, super snug, just like that, we can take the cable that is in the car We can pop it back into place. It's gonna make an audible click because it does lock. And then we're just going to place the temperature sensor back. This is the way that it looks like it goes in. So how are we gonna do this? I think we just place it down and then up. This is always kind of tricky, but I think this kit makes it really easy. I usually always hate this part, but this one looks like it just pops into place. There's 2 tabs on each of the sides and then a tab on the top. So all of it should go into place. All right, easy. Easy money. And this side easy, and then this side easy. That was very easy compared to other ones, and it looks a lot cleaner than other ones. So this is what it looks like underneath, y'all. This is the temperature sensor, this is the mount, this is the screen. It looks super clean.
Now, I really like this compared to other models I've worked with, and I'll tell you why.
This does not lower the height of the screen at all. Some kits lower the screen by an inch or 2. You know what that does? That makes it harder to see your phone or put your phone down on the wireless charging pad. But now, since it's basically at the same height, you don't have that problem. You can still see your phone right here. And if anything, it gives it more clearance. Like, I really like the way this is positioned. It can rotate all the way over here to the driver's side. It can rotate, like, let's say you're the passenger and you're looking at it. It can rotate all the way over to you. And then it can rotate down and all the way up. This is typically how I like to look at it when I'm driving. This is what it looked like beforehand. Not a fan. You can see the glare just with the camera when you're looking at it. So I like to position it like this. Like, let's say you have your cameras open, boop, it's right here. You can clearly see everything so much better. Like, the swivel screen mount is the best mod for your Tesla, in my opinion. And look, I can actually see my phone wirelessly charging if I have it all the way up like this. So many pros, I don't know any cons. It's a super easy installation, as you've seen. If you want one for yourself, it'll be in the description below the like button. You can check it out. You can let me know if you've ever done this mod before, what other mods you have on your Tesla, and stay subscribed to the channel because we're doing a lot more with this car. We did some seats up in the front, and then we have my super custom Model 3. Peace out.
Just